All right, we're going to see if we are live now. We've been having all sorts of issues with the internet, but we are just underway. 11:40 left to go. Anchor Bay has the ball as they are sitting right at their own 20-yard line. They got about 1 yard, so it's 2nd and 9. As Ward back to take the snap. One receiver to the left, one receiver to the right. Ward takes the snap, hands off, run to the right, trying to get the edge. Out to just shy of the 25-yard line. That was Smeltkop on the carry as Peterson, Sand, and Daly was in on the tackle. So we're hoping we're broadcasting now. As brings up 3rd down. And they're right at the 24-yard line, so that's 3rd and 6. To go here on the opening possession as Pioneer taking on Anchor Bay. As Ward back, one back in the backfield to his right, one receiver to the left, one to the right, 2 men in motion, shifting to the left-hand side. Ward takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking for a seam. Now he's running it and taken down right at the line of scrimmage. As a matter of fact, it looks like they got maybe a yard or two. That will bring up 4th down. They'll bring up 3 and 4. So good stand by the Pioneer defense.
It's 4th and 2 for the Tars.
It's on the 23 now.
As the Anchor Bay is going to punt. As they get it, the punt is grabbed and barely got off as it bounces just shy of the 50-yard line. As the punt was fired out there.
At the 48-yard line, the Pioneers will take over 1st and 10.
As it is 9:50 left to go. As Pioneer now has the ball as East Hope 4 back.
6 is wide on the far side of the receiver. Yeah, perfect. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 22 in motion. Hands it off to 5.
5 is Atkins. What's your phone? I'm going to see if I can connect to your phone.
Okay.
As Pioneer now has the ball, 2nd and 11. East Hope back, one back behind him. East Hope throws out to the right-hand side, and just off the hands of Fisher, just shy of the 1st down. As East Hope faded to his right-hand side, threw it out to the right. And it was just Fisher went up to grab it and off the tips of his fingertips. So Pioneer 3rd and 11. East Hope in the backfield. Atkins back behind him. One receiver to the right-hand side. One receiver to the left. East Hope under center. Hands off to Atkins. Atkins goes up the middle. And he'll get out to about the 45-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down. 3rd and 7 as it's 8:42 left to go in the first. Scoreless game so far. Pioneer will have to punt. As punt formation for Pioneer. As it's grabbed and the kick is away as that looks like it's Anderson on the kick, 89. So Anderson on the kick. That goes out of bounds, and that will be a touchback. 8:15 left to go in the first quarter, and it is 1st and 10 for Anchor Bay, as they'll have the ball right at the 20-yard line. Scoreless so far here at Anchor Bay. You are listening to the opening game for Pioneer versus Anchor Bay. These two teams tangled last season, as Ward back in the backfield. One receiver to his left, one to the right. Ward handing off on the right-hand side, and that was Whitley, who, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, runs to his left all the way out to the sideline, taken down by Pioneer, as that was Aldridge on the tackle. Aldridge got in there, as well as Hood on the tackle. No gain on that, as the clock counting down to 7:39 here in the first. Scoreless game. 2nd and 10. Ward in the backfield. Two receivers to his left, one to the right. Ward alone in the backfield. Now man in motion. Hands off. Double handoff. Going over to the right-hand side, to the left-hand side. Taken down, as that was Whitley on the carry. They started in motion to the right-hand side, handed off, and then a double handoff over to Whitley, who reversed it the other direction. Pioneer sniffed it out very well, and after a gain of 4, it is going to be Anchor Bay 3rd and 6, as the ball is just shy of the 25-yard line. Ward back in the backfield alone. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. And false start called against Anchor Bay. So that will back them up. As 6:49 left to go in the first. Scoreless game. That'll make it 3rd and 11. So Ward alone in the backfield. Again, two receivers to his left, one to the right. Ward looking back to his right-hand side, and just off the fingertips of Hodges. In coverage was Wilson, who was right behind Hodges. And Hodges, the throw was just a teensy bit behind him. Hodges couldn't pull it in, and they'll make it 4th and 11. As in the early going, it has been the defenses who have set the tone. Anchor Bay will punt. As Dupree back to punt, as he's standing at his own 5-yard line. Pioneer receiver just shy of the 50. That kick is up and away, end over end, bounces shy of the 40 and out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 30, between the 35 and 36-yard line. Pioneer will have excellent starting field position on the Anchor Bay side of the field. So 1st and 10 for Pioneer at the 35-yard line. 6:26 left to go in the first. Scoreless game so far. East Hope is in the backfield. Rogers back behind him. To the right is Fisher. To the left is Trusty. East Hope steps under center. Pro set back behind him. East Hope takes the snap, hands off to Rogers. Rogers trying to find room, bounces to the right-hand side, and he gets maybe a yard. Luke Rogers on the carry. That'll make it 2nd and 9. Maybe a half a yard. As Smeltkop on the tackle for Anchor Bay. East Hope under center again. Back behind him, Rogers. East Hope hand off. Rogers makes his way right up the middle between the tackles, and he gets down to the 30-yard line. That should bring up a good gain of 5. That should bring up, and they're going to say 3rd and 5. So Pioneer 3rd and 5 at the 30-yard line of Anchor Bay. East Hope walks up to the line, calling out signals. One receiver to his right-hand side, one receiver to his left-hand side. Trustee to the right, Fisher to the left. Easthope under center. Rogers behind him. Easthope steps back, looking at the coverage. Now calls out to his offensive line. Easthope gets set, hands off to Rogers. Rogers right up the middle, and he'll be about a yard short as he gets out to the 27-yard line. So that'll bring up fourth down. They'll say 4th and 2. Pioneer's going to leave the offense out on the field. Too far for a field goal. Again, one receiver wide to the right, one receiver wide to the left. Man in motion, back behind Easthope. He posts Easthope under center. Hands off to Rogers. Rogers plows forward, and first down for Pioneer. Luke Rogers going just to the right. Back behind his tackle. He gets the first down. They mark him down at the 24-yard line. As the tackle out there, trying to see who was the tackle. 4:17 left to go. Pioneer with first down at the Anchor Bay 24-yard line. Easthope under center. One receiver wide to the right, one receiver wide to the left. Rogers back behind him. Easthope, man in motion, tight end to the left-hand side, handoff, and that is Atkins actually behind him. Atkins goes right up the center. He'll get a couple yards. As that was number 5, Atkins on the carry. And they'll give him 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for Pioneer. And it's going to be at the 23-yard line. Now Fisher goes wide to the right-hand side. Trustee's going to go wide to the left. Back behind Easthope is Atkins. As Harris, tight end just to Easthope's right. Easthope steps back in pistol formation. Scoreless game. Pioneer on Anchor Bay territory. Easthope throws out to the right-hand side and streaking out of the reach of Fisher. As Fisher tried to break by the coverage, but a little bump coverage right at the line disrupted the timing of that route. Easthope threw it up, trying to give Fisher a chance to run under it, but the coverage was good for Anchor Bay. That'll make it 3rd and 9. 3:05 left to go here in the first quarter. Scoreless game. Easthope is in shotgun. Rogers to his left. Fisher to his right. Trustee to his left. Easthope takes the snap, looks to his right, now runs to his right. Steve Easthope is running down the sideline. First down. Easthope still with it as he gets down to the 4-yard line. First down for Pioneer as Easthope rolled to his right, saw some green in front of him, and took off running down that right sideline and got the first down for Pioneer. So it is 2:56 left to go in the first. First and goal for Pioneer at the 4-yard line. As waiting for the play to come in. Coach Brendel calling the play in. Easthope under center. Fisher out wide to the right. Close to the line of scrimmage on the left-hand side is Trustee. Hand off to Rogers. Rogers just to the right, through the center, and touchdown, Luke Rogers. Luke Rogers got the 4-yard run as he went right between the guard and right between the center and the tackle. And score for Pioneer. That makes the Pioneer 6 with the extra point pending. Friedenberg out to take the extra point. The holder is Sampson. Trying to figure out the long snapper. Is that Mosier? Mosier is the normal center. So Friedenberg had some nice extra points last year as she tended to kick close and botch snap and taken down. The snap was bobbled and the extra point is no good. There was an issue with the snap. Well, Peter Gormley was the long snapper last year, and that is a tough position to lose your long snapper, a very specialized position. So that makes it tough on Pioneer. But they did get the touchdown, so they lead 6-0, 2:52 left to go in the first quarter. Pioneer with the lead and now looking to kick off. Gutman looking to take the kickoff. As try and pull out a pair of binoculars so I can see the back men. So Gutman walking back, the team all lined up at the 35-yard line. Gutman goes back to the 30 as Pioneer looking to kick off to Anchor Bay. 2 men back deep just at the 5-yard line for Anchor Bay. Gutman. And the ball blew off the tee. So they're going to have to hold it. As 37 back deep, I don't have that on, and the ball blew off again. So Pioneer's going to, the ball blew off the kicking tee, so Pioneer's going to have to hold it. So Harris is going to try and hold that ball for Gutman. As now getting ready to go, Gutman holds up his hand. Just back behind the 30. Gutman runs up. The kick is away. End over end kick. Taken at the 15. Running up between the hash marks. Taken down right at the 32-yard line. Number 37 on the return. And that's someone I don't have on the roster we pulled off the website. So 2:47 left to go in the first. Pioneer leading 6-0. Anchor Bay with the ball at their own 32-yard line. As Ward steps back in shotgun formation. One receiver out wide to the right. One receiver in motion. Belt goes in motion from the air side to the far side. Ward going over to the right, rolls to the right-hand side and taken down as that was Aldridge on a blitz. And Aldridge came right down the left-hand side and took down Ward. That'll be all the way back. They'll mark that to the 32-yard line. Or 22-yard line, excuse me. So 10-yard loss. That'll be 2nd and 20 for Anchor Bay. Excellent job by Aldridge on the blitz. The lone returning linebacker from last year, Ward, in the backfield. Backer to his left. He fakes it to Smeltkop, throws out to the right-hand side. It's a screen coming up the middle, still on his feet, coming down the near side now, taken out right at the 47-yard line. But there is a flag on the field. So that was number 25 who grabbed it. As he took it on the left-hand side, grabbed it, cut across the middle, cut over to the near side, ran down. As looks like indication is holding. 25 was the receiver. As that's not on any of the rosters that I have. So they picked up the flag. So no flag. So the Tars have it just on the Pioneer side of the field at the Pioneer 46. Ward in the backfield, 2 receivers to his left. Ward, 1 back in the backfield, man in motion. It's Belt. Ward fakes the handoff, tries to run right up the middle, and he's taken down by Lee. Jay Lee takes him down right at the 50-yard line. They're going to give him, looks like they're going to give him forward progress to the 46. So they're going to say he lost the yard. That's going to be 2nd and 11. Ball at the Pioneer 47-yard line. Pioneer up 6-0, 1:21 left to go in the first quarter. Anchor Bay with possession. 1 receiver out wide to the right, no receivers out to the left. Ward with two backs in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, heading over to the right-hand side, coming down the right sideline, taken down as he got just past the 40-yard line. That won't be enough for a first down. Aldridge got the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. As Aldridge with a solid tackle. Ward had a bevy of blockers in front of him, a receiver and 2 running backs. 3rd and short for Anchor Bay, looking to convert as 35 seconds left in the first quarter, looking to convert that 3rd down. And false start as 25 in the backfield. Jumped early. That's the tight end. And again, we do not have that on the on our roster. So that's going to back them up. 3rd and 8. The Pioneer defense happy about that penalty. The snap to Ward. Ward running to his right-hand side, coming down and taken down shy of the first down. They're going to mark it right at the 38-yard line. As Daly on the tackle, that's going to bring up 4th and 2. You're in that area where you figure they may well go for it. It depends on how good their punter is and see if they can drop it in. But the first quarter ends, so they'll have a break to think about it. As at the end of one, it is Pioneer 6 and Anchor Bay nothing. As it was a carry by Ward, he gets the first down. As it is a first down for Anchor Bay at the 33-yard line. As Anchor Bay, Ward rolling, hands off to the left-hand side, taken down, Belt running to the left-hand side.
Number 20, Chris Belt on the carry. Number 9, Chris Holmes. It's a gain of 2.
As 11:14 left to go. As it is 2nd and 7. As Ward back in the backfield. Ward takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking for a spot to go, throws, and almost intercepted. Diving to get the ball was Lang. Trying to get it out to Dupree. And that brings up a, 3rd and 6. As Peterson Sand on the coverage, he knocked it down. So as we were looking to reconnect, it was on the 4th down. Anchor Bay got the first down. Then they ran it, and then a incomplete pass out to the right-hand side that Peterson Sand got his hands on. And that makes it 3rd and 8. Pioneer up 6-0, 10:48 left to go before halftime. As Ward has it, looking to his left-hand side, taken down. And there's a flag on the play as well. As it is a face mask against Pioneer.
It's a face mask. A 5-yard face mask against the Pioneers.
5-yard face mask.
5 yards from the spot of the foul.
So face mask from the spot of the foul. So that'll bring up 3rd and 8 again. As 10:41 left to go. As running with it, Ward is taken down just past the marker. And that'll be a first down for Anchor Bay. As Anchor Bay with the first down on the Ward run. As I apologize, we are having connection difficulties. We have a couple different hotspots from two different providers and haven't run into this yet, but I might have to go out and find a hotspot from a third provider coming up. So 10-10 left to go. Anchor Bay with the first down. That is right on the 23-yard line of Pioneer. Man in motion. Ward hands it off. Sweep to the right-hand side. Taken down. Just shy as that was Belt in motion coming from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. As he was taken down, Peterson Sand was right there. And Kinsheriff as well on that tackle. So that'll be second down, no gain on that play. 9:35 left to go here in the first quarter. Ward in the backfield, 6-0 the lead for Pioneer. One receiver tight to the line to right-hand side. The snap was popped up. Ward grabbed it and taken down in the backfield, but Ward did a heck of a job as the snap was either a little high or off cadence. He wasn't expecting it. It popped straight up. Ward did an amazing job to grab it and stopped from turning it over. Jay Lee took him down. And it's going to be all the way back, 3rd and 20, as they're going to mark that at the 33-yard line. So Pioneer did an excellent job to take advantage of that play. Ward alone in the backfield, 2 receivers to his right-hand side, 2 receivers to his left-hand side. As 8:36 left to go. Man in motion. It's Belt again, going from the right to the left. Ward steps back, looks to his left, and it's caught by Dupree. Dupree in the backfield, taken down before he gets to the original line of scrimmage. That's going to be at the 18 or the 28-yard line. Taken down by Kinsheriff, and that's going to be 4th and 15, as they'll mark that at the 28-yard line. As they keep the offense out there, Pioneer with a big defensive play here. Oh, nope, looks like they're going for a field goal. They have it set up right at the holder is going to be at the 35-yard line, so that'll be a 45-yard field goal. As looking to take the kick, number 6. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it's blocked. The kick is blocked as racing for it, trying to get it on the far side. Pioneer blocked the kick, went down, as that was Fisher, I believe, who got his hands on it. Pioneer blocked the kick, keeps the 6-0 lead. The block kick recovered by Pioneer. That will be out to the 46-yard line. So Pioneer on their own side of the 50, but excellent starting position for Pioneer. 7:33 left to go in the second. 1st and 10 for Pioneer. As one receiver split out wide to the left, one wide to the right, one back in the backfield. That is Atkins. As Easthope under center, man in motion. That's a handoff to Atkins. Atkins comes right up the middle and gets, they'll mark him just shy of the 50-yard line. As right at the 49-yard line. So gain of 3. As that was a tackle by Carey for Anchor Bay. So 2nd and 8. For Pioneer, just shy of midfield here in the second. Pioneer with the 6-0 lead, under 7 minutes to go before halftime. Easthope under center, and a handoff again, battling forward just to the left-hand side. There's a flag, though, as Atkins got to the 50-yard line, but a flag in the backfield, in the Pioneer backfield. We'll see what that is. A legal shift, and that looks like it's going to be declined by Anchor Bay. So a legal shift by Pioneer. Penalty is declined, so that'll bring up 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 for Pioneer right at the 50-yard line as we approach 6:45 left to go in the second. One receiver out wide to the left, one receiver out wide to the right. Eastope under center. Atkins back behind him. The tight end, Harris, just to his right. Harris in motion from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. Eastope takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, pressure right in front as that pass is completed, taken down as Harris grabbed it out of the backfield. And he got to the 45-yard line, but that'll bring up 4th and 2 for Pioneer. As Eastope did an excellent job as the blitz came to find that safety valve and not get sacked and lose yardage. So now Pioneer has a decision to make as they're on the Anchor Bay 45-yard line. You figure this would be a spot where the punter is on the field. As taking a look, that is Anderson back to take the punt. Snap is high. Anderson kicks it end over end. It bounces right at the 25-yard line, down to the 20, still rolling, down to the 15, and just shy of the 10-yard line. Is they're going to mark that right around the 12-yard line. So excellent punt by Sam Anderson. Good job by the Pioneer special teams as that bounced on the left-hand sideline and rolled it down. So 5:31 left to go here in the second. Pioneer up 6-0 on Anchor Bay. Anchor Bay with the ball at the 12-yard line, at their own 12-yard line. Has Ward in the backfield as he has one back to his right, but Ward in shotgun. Man in motion, receiver comes tight to line, handoff over to the right-hand side as Whitley gets out to about the line of scrimmage as he took the handoff, went to his left-hand side, tried to get outside, but Pioneer took him down. They'll mark it at the 16, so that will be a gain of 5. Peterson Sand on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5, second down.
So gain of 5, 2nd and 5 to go for the Tars. Ward in the backfield. To his left is Whitley. One receiver to the right, one receiver to the left, man in motion. Ward comes back, flags fly, false start, as that'll back them up. So that running gain that they made, they're going to lose that on a penalty. And that will back them back, 2nd and 10 for Anchor Bay, back to the 12-yard line. So Pioneer defense hoping to keep Anchor Bay pinned back on their own side of the field, as it is 4:35 and counting in the second. Ward rolling to his right-hand side, throws over the middle, dump off, and taken down as outlet pass. Tried to get a screen pass going, and Whitley grabbed it. Number 3, Whitley got the pass. Mark Hood on the tackle. And looks like no gain on the play. They'll give them a loss of 1, so they'll make it 3rd and 11. So trying to get the screen going and catch the Pioneer defense. Napping, and Hood made an excellent tackle. Shotgun formation. Ward rolling to his right-hand side, looking for the edge, throws out along, and first down as it was caught right at the 20-yard line, going out of bounds beyond the marker. And it looks like they'll mark it right at the 25-yard line. Dupree, the second, on that catch. So Anchor Bay, first down. Kinshirf on the tackle. So 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line for Anchor Bay. 3:30 left to go before halftime. Pioneer with the 6-0 lead. Ward in shotgun. Hands it off over to the right-hand side as Whitley Gets out to the 30-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 4. That will be 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5. Depends on where they mark it. They'll make it out to the 31-yard line. So 2nd and 5 for Anchor Bay. As Ward in shotgun. One receiver to the left-hand side, one receiver to the right. As running back to his right, there's the pitch. Out on the far side. Taken down Whitley. Ward made a couple steps to his right-hand side, pitched it out to Whitley. Whitley ran up the far side, and he's taken down 2 yards shy of the first down. So that's going to be 3rd and 2. They'll mark it. It's just between 34 and 35-yard line. 3rd and 3 left to go. 2:15 left in the half. Ward takes it, runs up the middle. Ward still on his feet, out to the 45, out to the 48-yard line. Ward with the first down for Anchor Bay. As he took it and ran right away. Design carry for the quarterback as he went right between the big boys up front and got the first down out to the 47-yard line. As it is 2:05 left to go before halftime. Peterson Sand on the tackle for Pioneer. Pioneer up 6-0 by Anchor Bay on the move. Ward in shotgun formation. 2 receivers to his left-hand side. 1 back to his left. And timeout called by Anchor Bay. It is 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line for Anchor Bay. Ward in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Ward rolls to his right. Throws. High throw all the way out. He has a receiver open and just off of his fingertips, just out of the reach. It looked like, I believe that was Belt out there, as he had gotten behind the Pioneer coverage, as he had a fly route down the far sideline. And it was a good throw by Ward, but just a little far, and Belt unable to run underneath him. 1:41 left to go before halftime. As Pioneer with the 6-0 lead, 2nd and 10 for Anchor Bay. Ward in shotgun formation. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Ward steps back, throws over the middle, and looks like possibly a miscommunication on that route, as it looks like the receiver broke off the route a little early. Ward thought they were going to go, and the receiver cut in on an out route. It fell harmlessly, so Pioneer unable to take advantage, but that brings up a 3rd and 10 from the 47-yard line, from Anchor Bay's 47-yard line. 1:36 left to go before halftime. Pioneer with the 6-0 lead. 1 receiver to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Ward in shotgun formation, back to his left. Ward steps back, and pressure coming. Ward flushed out to the right-hand side, tries to get away, and runs out of bounds as he avoided a tackle at the 40 as he snuck past. But he did end up out of bounds right at the 43-yard line. As Jordan Garrett, on the pressure, and that will bring up 4th down. As that'll bring up a punt, as 1:28 left to go in the half. Trusty back for Pioneer as he's right at his 25-yard line. The kick is away, spiraling kick, and that goes over Trusty's head, bounces, and into the end zone. As trying to race back there was Whitley. Whitley almost got to that ball, but wasn't quite able to get before it bounced into the end zone. Pioneer will have the touchback. So 1:20 left to go before halftime. Pioneer up 6-0 on Anchor Bay. They have the ball, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
56-yard punt for Dupree the second.
2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Rogers in the backfield with Easthope. As it's Fisher and looks like Fisher and Daly to the right. Easthope, shotgun formation. As Easthope trying to run up the middle. Easthope still on his feet. as he got just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 27-yard line. As Whitney on the tackle, Easthope faked the handoff to Daly and went right up the middle. 2nd and 3 for Pioneer, but under 1 minute to go before halftime. Easthope steps up under center. Rogers back behind him. 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Easthope sets back into pistol formation, calls for the snap. Easthope fakes the handoff, throws over to Peterson's hand. Oh, and Peterson's hand is taken down immediately. As 37 with a quick tackle wrapped around his shoulders and ripped Peterson's hand down. So looked like that might be a big gainer, but it was a excellent reaction by Anchor Bay. Now still bring up a first down. Pioneer 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Easthope steps under center. As hands off to Rogers. Rogers going between the tackles up the middle just to his right-hand side. Tough sledding up there as the defensive line for Anchor Bay bottled that up. He might have gotten about 6 inches. And it is starting to get dark to our left. There is a line of thunderstorms that were coming across Michigan. So we'll see if we have a little inclement weather here. Hoping it'll stay nice. As 17 seconds left to go. Timeout Pioneer. 17 seconds before halftime. Pioneer up 6-0. They're at the 32, their own 32-yard line. They got first down, but Anchor Bay with a nice couple tackles to keep Pioneer from making more yards. You wonder what Pioneer will do here. It's 2nd and 10, but they are deep in their own territory. And you don't want to turn the ball over and give Anchor Bay anything to work with. You would figure they would probably run it twice here and get out to halftime and hope to break something. On the right hash, Pioneer lining up. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Fisher's the wide to the right. Shotgun formation for Easthope. Rogers to his left. Easthope calls for a snap. Looks to his right. Easthope running with it, taken down in the backfield. As heavy pressure coming by Anchor Bay. As 7 seconds, 6 seconds left. Unless someone calls a timeout, they're just going to go out to halftime, and there we go. So that is halftime. Pioneer takes a 6-0 lead on a Rogers 4-yard run up the middle and a blocked or a fumbled snap on the extra point. But Pioneer 6-0 going into halftime. Pioneer back to receive the kick. Trusty back deep with he's right at the 5-yard line. As here comes the kick as it's short and bounces out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. So kick out of bounds, that will be a penalty for an illegal kick. And Pioneer is going to have some fantastic field position to start off the third quarter. So they have it marked. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for Pioneer. 12 minutes up on the clock as no one touched the ball, so no time off on the clock. Trusty split out wide to the right. Fisher split out wide to the left. As Harris, the tight end, tight to the left-hand side of the formation. Easthope in the pistol formation. As Atkins is behind him. Easthope calls for the snap, takes it, looks to his left, throws out to his left. Grabbing it and running is Fisher. Fisher just shy of the 50-yard line as he is tackled by Brandt on the tackle, number 8. But Fisher gets a 15-yard gain on a beautiful pitch and catch by Easthope, and it's 1st and 10 for Pioneer at the 48-yard line. Easthope looking to the sideline. Trusty Split out on the right hash. On the left sideline is Fisher. Eastope in the pistol. Atkins back behind him. Looking to go in motion is Harris. Eastope rolling to his right. Pressure coming. And Eastope is taken down in the backfield as Anchor Bay brought the house on a blitz. And as soon as Eastope looked up, he tried to slide to his right. There was nowhere to go as there was about 5 folks back in the backfield as Jensen back there to make the final tackle. So loss of 6 on the play. 2nd and 16 for Pioneer as they're at the 42-yard line. Eastope under center. Hands off as going up the middle is Atkins. He gets back just beyond the original line of scrimmage out to the 49-yard line. So he gets 7 back. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9 for Pioneer. Just on their own side of midfield. Good run right up the middle by Kenny Atkins. Fisher wide to the right-hand side. Trusty wide to the left-hand side. Daly also on the right-hand side in the slot. Eastope is back in shotgun. Offset to his right is Atkins. Eastope calling out protection. Takes a snap. Eastope rolling to his right, looking for a place to go. Throws out a bullet and incomplete as he was trying to get it to Daly. And Eastope threw a bullet low where only his receiver could get it. Trying to take care of that ball, and Daly just couldn't come up with it as he dove. And that'll bring up 4th and 9 for Pioneer. Excellent defensive play by the Tars. Pioneer back in punt formation. Anderson just in front of the 36-yard line. Whitley back for the Tars. The kick is away. Grabbed right at the 15-yard line. It escapes some tackles out to the 20. Taken down right around the 20-yard line. A flag on the play back in the backfield. As we'll see what happens. Running into the kicker is the call. Depending on the variety. If it's running into the kicker, it would be 5 yards. Roughing the kicker would be 15. As looks like they're the umpire is calling for everyone to come back. The penalty accepted. So looks like it's going to be they're walking off, and looks like it's a 15-yard variety as they're walking off 15. As that'll be at the 41-yard line. Pioneer first down on the Anchor Bay 41-yard line as it was roughing the kicker, personal foul. 10-13 left to go in the third quarter. Pioneer up 6-0. Eastope under center. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Atkins in the backfield, back behind him. Eastope hands off to Atkins. Atkins trying to feel his way through that line. Still fighting as he makes his way to the left. And he fought hard for about a yard. And Anchor Bay is saying that it was a turnover. They're saying there was a fumble. So that was a fumble recovered by Anchor Bay. Pioneer with the first turnover of the game. So Anchor Bay will have it 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Well, no, wait a second. Pioneer still... they'll say Pioneer held on to the ball as our offense is still out there. So 2nd and 9 from the 40-yard line. Eastope rolling to his right-hand side. Fires out and trying to get it to Harris as Harris turned to his right. The pass just to his left, but Eastope had 3 linemen right in his face. And that'll be 3rd and 7. From the 40-yard line. 9:23 left to go in the third. Pioneer up 6-0. East open shotgun formation. Trustee split out wide to the right. Fisher split out wide to the left. Tight to the left-hand side of the line of scrimmage is Daly. East Hope calls out signals. Shotgun formation. Rogers to his right. Daly in motion. Rogers hands off. And East Hope hands off to Rogers. Rogers loses it as the mesh point, the handoff. Rogers never truly had it. And that is a fumble. And Anchor Bay absolutely recovers that one. So Anchor Bay will have it at their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10 with 9:18 left to go in the third. Pioneer up 6-0. Anchor Bay steps to the line of scrimmage. One receiver out to the left, two receivers out to the right. Ward in the backfield, one back in the backfield with him. Ward shotgun, hands off, run to the near sideline, out to the 45-yard line, right at the first down marker. And looks like they're going to mark it as a first down just beyond the 45-yard line. So that'll be an Anchor Bay first down as they're on the Pioneer side of the field. As the clock goes under 9 minutes in the third. As Ward in shotgun formation trips to the right-hand side. Ward runs between the tackles, hanging on to it. He gets 7 yards out to the 38-yard line. Ward just following his blockers, who got an excellent push right up the middle. And that'll bring up second and 3 for Anchor Bay. Anchor Bay ahead of the chains. Two receivers to the right-hand side. One tight to line of scrimmage on the left. Pistol formation for Ward. Ward hands off to Smeltcop. Smeltcop out to the 25, down to the 20. Smeltcop running down, and he's marked out of bounds at the 16-yard line. First down run for Smeltcop as he cut to his left, got beyond the tackles, and then made his way out to the far line of far sideline. And he got a first down to the 16, number 7, Smeltcop. On that run, 7:50 and counting in the third. As Anchor Bay in the red zone, two receivers to the left. As handoff up the middle, and tough sledding there as they get a couple yards. Smeltcop again on the carry. Looks like they're going to mark it right down to the 9-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line. 7:20 and counting here in the third. Pioneer up 6-0. Smeltcop comes to the sideline. Ward in shotgun formation. Two receivers to his left. One tight to the line of scrimmage on the right-hand side. Ward rolls to his left, trying to get the end. Ward close to the first down. Depends on where they mark it. Looks like one of the linemen is down to the 5-yard line. There is a flag on the play, as the lineman will back up to, looks like, the 7-yard line. But we'll see what that penalty is all about. Garrett making the tackle. Looks like a face mask is called. It's a face mask against Anchor Bay. So offensive face mask. That's going to move Anchor Bay back. Spot foul. So they're going to mark it right at the 18-yard line. So 6:56 left to go in the third. 2nd and 12 for Anchor Bay, wiping out an excellent run by Ward. Two receivers come to the right-hand side, one to the left. Ward in shotgun formation. Man in motion, it's Belt going from the right to left. Ward rolling to his right and looking to run, taken down as Kinsheriff got him from behind, and an excellent job by Jareth Kinsheriff to take him down. And I'll bring up third down as Ward had some wheels trying to run to the right. That'll bring up 3rd and 15, loss of 3. As Kinsheriff for a tackle for a loss. So that will take Anchor Bay out of the red zone. 3rd and 15 from the 21-yard line. The clock counting down, approaching the 6-minute mark. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, as there is a whistle and timeout Anchor Bay as they want to talk it over. 6:06 left in the third. 3rd and 15 from the 21-yard line, from Pioneers' 21-yard line. Anchor Bay, man in motion. They hand it off to Smelkop. Smelkop's going to throw. Smelkop and Geffen Peterson Sand recovered as Smelkop took the handoff, came to the near sideline, threw, and it was a nice throw. Geffen Peterson Sand closed quickly, and he hit right when the ball hit, and it bounced away safely, and that will be 4th and 15. So it is going to be a field goal attempt as the placeholder is right at the 28-yard line, so that would be a 38-yard field goal. Here's the place, the kick, and blocked again as grabbing it. Pioneer blocked it. Daly falls on it right at the 32-33-yard line. So Pioneer with their second blocked kick as they had excellent penetration. And there wasn't much the Anchor Bay kicker could do about that one as Pioneer was in the backfield right at the snap. So Pioneer keeps the 6-0 lead here in the third. 5:55 left to go. In the third, Pioneer with the ball at their own 33-yard line. Shotgun formation. Well, now East Hope's going to be in the pistol. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. East Hope with Rogers in the backfield. East Hope takes it, looks to his right, now throws out to the right. A long pass, and just off the fingertips of Peterson Sand. Peterson Sand was on a fly route, and East Hope with a beautiful spiral, and Peterson Sand almost, it was just off of his fingertips. But you hope, if nothing else, that's going to make the secondary really think about it and back off and maybe allow a little bit of the run game to take control here. 2nd and 10 from the 33, from Pioneer's own 33. East Hope under center, 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. Harris in motion. East Hope hands off to Rogers. Rogers picks his way up the middle for about a yard. They'll mark that right at the 34-yard line. They'll give him a yard, and that'll bring up 3rd and 9 for Pioneer. East Hope looking to the sideline. Rogers in the backfield with him, looking to get the play. As Peterson Sand split out wide to the right. Fisher split out wide to the left. East Hope in the backfield. Calls for the snap. East Hope looks to his right. Throws out to his right. Another high arcing ball. Peterson Sand almost came up with it. The receiver was right on his back. Peterson Sand was calling for the pass interference. There is a flag out as there was contact. Now, the Anchor Bay fans thought the contact happened after the pass got there. Peterson Sand thought it got there beforehand, and the officials agree with him, so pass interference is the call. Offensive pass interference. No, okay. I swear I said someone said offensive pass interference, but no. They're walking it out. What happened was the official walked back to the original line of scrimmage. He's going to put it back out to the 49-yard line. So Pioneer just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. So that's the second time in this drive that East Hope has tried that far side with Peterson Sand. Fisher now split out wide to the left. Peterson Sand split out wide on the near side. East Hope in pistol formation. Rogers back behind him. East Hope calls for the snap. East Hope throws to the right-hand side and just through the hands of Fisher as he was right around the 42-yard line, and that was a bullet from East Hope. Fisher couldn't pull it in. They'll pull up 2nd and 10. That would have been a hard catch to make. As it's 5:01 left in the third quarter. Pioneer up 6-0 on Anchor Bay. East Hope steps back in pistol formation. One receiver to the right, one receiver split out wide to the left. Tight end, tight formation on the left-hand side. Rogers in the backfield. East Hope quickly throws out to the right. That caught by Fisher. Fisher spinning, trying to get to the first down marker. Taken down just short of it. That is going to be right to the 43-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 to go. So good, quick pass, as it was a quick out by Fisher. And East Hope just stepped back, lofted over the line, got it right to Fisher. Excellent job by Fisher to haul that in. Pioneer looking to convert this 3rd down. Fisher split out wide to the left. Geffen Peterson Sand split out wide on the near side. East Hope back in shotgun formation. As there's a handoff on a end around, trying to get there is Lang. Lang up the middle and first down. So Lang came in motion. He was in the slot on the right-hand side. Lang went on motion from the near side, or from the far side to the near side. Lang got the ball, stepped to his left, and the left-hand side of the line collapsed. Lang looked at that and cut right upfield and got the first down. That is excellent field vision by Lang. And John Lang got the first. Fisher split out wide to the left. Peterson Sand split out wide to the right. East Hope and false start. East Hope got the snap and kneeled down quick. I think they were trying to get a offsides, but it is called against Pioneer as it backfires. And that'll be 1st and 15 for Pioneer at the 45-yard line. So good job by Anchor Bay not to move on that one. Fisher out wide to the right. Pearson Sand split out wide to the left. Harris tight to the formation on the left-hand side. Rogers in the backfield. East Hope steps up under center, talks to his offensive line. Now he steps back in an offset pistol formation. Harris in motion. East Hope gets the snap and again false start. So that'll back up Pioneer again 5 yards. That'll make it 1st and 20 back to the 50-yard line. Now Pioneer right back to midfield on 2 straight false start plays by Pioneer. On the right-hand side, split out wide, is Peterson Sand. Fisher on the far hash marks. Now he splits out far to the left. East Hope in pistol. Rogers back behind him. As Anchor Bay with 3 down linemen, 2 linebackers showing blitz. East Hope looks to his right-hand side, throws out to the right, and a diving catch as Peterson Sand grabbed it right at the 6-yard line, able to run underneath it as East Hope again showed his arm, threw it way out on the far sideline. 44-yard gain as Pioneer has 1st and 10 at the 7-yard line, or 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Pioneer huddled up. 3:05 and counting in the third. Pioneer in the red zone. As Atkins, alone back in the backfield. as Fisher split out wide to the left. Pearson Sand split out wide to the right. Hand off to Atkins going up the middle. And they'll mark him right at, looks like the 5-yard line. So a gain of 2 by Atkins. That'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. 2:30 left to go in the third quarter. Pioneer up 6-0. But 5 yards from the promised land. Fisher split out wide to the right. Peterson Sand split out wide to the left. Atkins in the backfield, tight end, tight to the line of scrimmage on the left-hand side. Hand off to Atkins, making his way up the middle. And they'll get him down to the 2-yard line as he went right up the middle, jumped to the right a little bit to the left. Heavy running there, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. As Gord on the tackle for Anchor Bay. 1 minute, 45 seconds left in the third. Pearson Sand split out wide to the right. Fisher split out wide to the left. Atkins in the backfield and quarterback sneak. And they're right at, depends on where they mark it, as Fisher and Peterson Sand are calling it a touchdown, but that's not who matters. As he is mere inches from it, so it's going to be 4th and inches as East Hope took the quarterback sneak right up the middle, and it's going to be a timeout Pioneer as it is going to be the offense on the field as East Hope under center, Atkins back behind him. Out to the left-hand side is Peterson Sand. Everybody else tight to the line of scrimmage. Handoff up the middle. There is a flag in the backfield. So they're saying Atkins, it looks like they did not get. So it's a penalty on Pioneer. Penalty decline. And that is going to be a huge stop for Anchor Bay. As Ward on the stop, not only is he the quarterback, he made a huge stop on 4th and inches from the goal line. By the way, those folks watching the last preseason game of the Detroit Lions, the Browns have taken a 3-0 lead over your Detroit Lions. For whatever the last preseason game means. Not a single starting player is probably in that game on either side. They have a lot more meaning here in this game than you do in that one. As handoff right up the middle. Trying to get just a little bit of breathing room as that was Hop on the run. So Hoppy on the run. And they'll get him out to where is it? About the 3-yard line? Is that where they mark it? Going to be 2nd and 7. And one receiver split out wide to the left. Everyone else tight. Man in motion. Flags fly. As quite possibly a false start or an illegal shift. So penalty, false start, half the distance to the goal. So, well, they don't lose much there. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Handoff right up the middle. Pioneers defensive line with an excellent job. There's not much there. They get back out to about the 4-yard line. As it was Smeltkop on the carry. And it looked like Lee was in there, I believe. Holmes was over there as well. And the clock is counting down. 3 seconds left in the third. So Anchor Bay, with the 3rd and 7, will be happy to let the third period expire. So Pioneer is up 6-0. 3rd and 7 from the 4-yard line. 12 minutes up on the clock. We are now in the 4th quarter. Anchor Bay looking to get a little room here, hoping for a first down. They would really rather not punt it from their end zone. Ward in the backfield alone. Ward takes it, runs to his left, avoids a few tackles, and taken down. He'll get out to just beyond the 5-yard line. As he hopped to his right, hopped to his left, did an excellent job to avoid the initial wave. But there were far too many white shirts out there to take him down. As Pioneers in their road whites with their purple numbers. Anchor Bay is in their red jerseys with their black numbers and the white trim. So 4th and 6 for the Tars. Dupree is really close to the back of his own end zone. He grabs it, kicks it out, spiraling kick, hits and bounces as it's an excellent kick all the way down to the 20-yard line, rolls down to the 19-yard line as it bounced right at the Pioneer 45-yard line, and that thing took a huge roll at that point. Another 26 yards down to the 19-yard line. As Trusty went back to field it, but it bounced weird, and he didn't want anything to do with that one. Better to get away from it and have a fantastic kick than have a muff and turn it over. So 70-plus yard punt there. 77-yard punt. Amazing job there by Anchor Bay. Way to flip the field there on that one. East Hope in the backfield as Atkins back there with him. Split out wide to the left is Fisher. Split out wide to the right. Can't quite tell. Can't see the number here. It's in the shadows. Harris in motion to the right. East Hope takes the snap, throws out to his left. Caught. Trying to get forward out to the 25-yard line. As that was Trustee out on the far sideline. So Trustee with the catch. They're actually going to give him forward progress to the 25-yard line. So 2nd and 4 for Pioneer. East Hope under center. One receiver out to the left, one receiver out to the right. Atkins back behind him. Tight end goes in motion, left-hand side to the right-hand side. Hand off to Atkins. Goes up the center, and just running to the left-hand side. He is right at the marker. That's going to be a first down. Excellent run by Atkins. Hard running up the middle against that great defensive line of Anchor Bay. And Pioneer with the first down at the 30-yard line. As we approach the 10-minute mark in the fourth quarter, Pioneer is up 6-0 on Anchor Bay. They have the football on their own 30 with a fresh set of downs. Fisher split out wide to the left. Trusty split out wide to the right. Atkins in the backfield. East Hope in pistol formation. And there's a flag. As trying to see what the initial offsides on the offense is the call. Don't see that one often, so someone must have lined up offsides. That'll be 1st and 15 for Pioneer from the 25-yard line. Again, one receiver split wide to the left, one receiver split wide to the right. Atkins, the lone back in the backfield. East Hope now steps back in pistol formation. East Hope looks to his right-hand side, and the throw just out of the hands of Trusty, as Trusty did a quick out route and couldn't come up with that ball. That is going to be 2nd and 15 from the 25-yard line. As Fisher split out wide to the left. Trusty split out wide to the right. We have a receiver on the left-hand side in the slot. Eastope in shotgun formation. Atkins to his right. Man in motion. Eastope fakes it, runs up the middle. Eastope still with the ball. Out, and he'll get it out to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 9. So they got into, cutting into that big 15 yards to go. Still 3rd and a whole bunch of yards, but a lot more manageable than 15. Under 9 minutes to go. Pioneer with the ball at their own 32-yard line, 3rd down and 9. Eastope in the backfield, takes the snap, low snap. Eastope rolling to his right, throws it, it's intercepted. And coming down to the 15 is Anchor Bay. Eastope himself had to make the tackle. As pressure was coming, Eastope came over, and he had a man right in his face. He threw it down the near sideline, and that was picked off. Trying to see who picked that off. But it'll be Anchor Bay ball. And there's a flag down. So they're talking to the Anchor Bay sideline.
After the interception, there was a block in the back.
So after the interception, there was a block in the back. So it's still Anchor Bay ball. But instead of being deep in the red zone, it's going to be at the 32-yard line. But Anchor Bay still grabbing the turnover on the Pioneer side of the field. 1st and 10, Anchor Bay from the Pioneer 32. 8:35 left to go in the 4th quarter. Pioneer up 6-0. Belt in motion from the left to the right-hand side. Handoff to, fake the handoff to Smeltkop. Ward trying to find some room on the left-hand side. Taken down just shy of the line of scrimmage. Garrett getting his hands and taking down Ward. Not faked out by that play action. So they faked the handoff and Ward took it on the left-hand side. Approaching 8 minutes left to go. 2nd and 11 for Anchor Bay from the Pioneer 33-yard line. As one receiver split out wide to the left. That's Belt. One receiver in the slot to the left. One receiver split out wide to the right. Ward in shotgun formation. Smeltkop to his left. Belt in motion from left to the right. Ward running, trying to cut to his left. And again, Garrett's there as well as a host of tacklers. So delayed run by the quarterback, Ward. And Hood as well as Garrett on that tackle. So it'll be 3rd and 13. Both Garrett and Hood both on the lacrosse team. Garrett, a defender on the lacrosse team. Hood was the goalie for the JV team on lacrosse. Yeah, I love those multi-sport athletes. One receiver split out wide to the right, one in the slot to the right. Everyone else tight to the line. There's the snap to Ward. Ward running to his right. Ward trying to get around. Holmes takes him down as the throw out along the far sideline. As Holmes got him just as Ward threw it away. The pass falls incomplete. As Chris Holmes with a whole bunch of pressure on Ward. That'll bring up 4th and 13 from the 34-yard line. Well, looks like the offense is still out there. It's the Pioneer defense trying to stop Anchor Bay after a turnover on their own side of the field. If Pioneer can complete this stop, it would be a huge stand by the Pioneer defense. Ward alone in the backfield. One receiver split out wide to the left. 2 on the near side. Ward steps back, looks to his left, throws out to his left. High pass and through the hands. Oh, there was a few folks out there trying to get it over to that Belt, I believe it was. I believe Lee got a hand on it. And that'll be a turnover on downs. So Pioneer takes over on downs. 6:38 left to go in the fourth quarter. A huge stand by the Pioneer defense after a quick change situation. East Hope back out on the field. Fisher split out wide to the left. Trusty split out wide to the right. Rogers, the running back in the backfield. East Hope steps up to the line, calling out signals. Now East Hope under center. East Hope hands off to Rogers. Rogers trying the right-hand side of the line. Gets out. He'll mark him 3 yards out to the 37-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 from the Pioneer 37-yard line. So Anchor Bay has a whole bunch of people on the line. They have 3 down linemen, but their linebackers are all around that front, showing blitz. As East Hope under center. Hands off as Rogers runs right into the teeth of that blitz and gets the first down. Luke Rogers all the way out to the 46-yard line. That'll be a first down for Pioneer. As not only do they move the chains, but they keep the clock running as we're now under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Excellent run by Rogers right up the gut as Anchor Bay brought a whole bunch of pressure. Fisher split out wide to the left. Now wide to the right is Trusty. Rogers in the backfield. East Hope under center. East Hope hands off to Rogers again. Rogers tries the right-hand side of the line, gets maybe half a yard. As quick reaction by the Anchor Bay line. That'll be 2nd and 9 from the Pioneer 45-yard line. The clock now hits the 5-minute mark and counting. Pioneer looking to the sideline as East Hope goes under center. Pro set back behind him. Both Atkins and Rogers. One receiver split out wide to the left, one wide to the right. Everyone tight to the line of scrimmage for Anchor Bay. There's a handoff to Atkins. Atkins makes some room and gets over midfield down to the 46-yard line. As that'll bring up 3rd and 2. So Pioneer 3rd and manageable now on the Anchor Bay side of the field. As the clock approaches 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Pioneer up 6-0. Looking to keep this drive going. Fisher split out wide to the left. Trusty split out wide to the right. Pro set. The deep back is Atkins. East Hope under center. East Hope takes the snap. Hands off to Atkins. Atkins nowhere to go as the Anchor Bay defensive line comes up huge. Atkins will lose a yard, and that'll make it 4th down and 4 to go. Timeout by the Tars as they want to stop that clock and conserve as much clock as they possibly can. It is 4th and 3 for Pioneer. They are on the Anchor Bay side of the 50, but not by much. They're on the Anchor Bay 47-yard line. As Pioneer keeps the offense out, 3:44 left to go in the fourth quarter. East Hope under center. One receiver split out wide to the left. One receiver split out wide to the right. Rogers, the deep back, in the backfield. They're going to take a delay of game, it looks like, and move it back for a punt to get a little bit more room as East Hope is looking to the sideline. And delay of game. So Pioneer, and this is something you don't see a lot of teams do as often as I would think you might, is when you are in that 4th down, bring out the offense and see if you can get them to jump. it doesn't hurt. You're going to take the delay of game anyway and get a little bit more room to punt it. You might as well see if you can't get anyone a little jumpy and see if you can't get an offsides. But Anchor Bay very disciplined. Here comes the kick, and it's blocked. The kick is blocked. The punt is blocked. Anchor Bay trying to scoop it up. They're on the Pioneer side of the field as Anchor Bay was in the backfield with the snap, and they're going to have the ball right at the 31-yard line. So Pioneer unable to get the punt away as heavy pressure from Anchor Bay. And they overran the line, and there wasn't much Anderson could do about that. 1st and 10 from the Pioneer 31. 3 minutes, 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pioneer up by 6. The defense needs to come up huge here for Pioneer. Shotgun formation for Ward, man in motion. Ward running up the middle, taken down right at the line of scrimmage. So Ward with a called quarterback run and taken down. Lee was in there. No gain on that play. The clock counting down to 3 minutes, 10 seconds left. Smeltkop is in the slot to the right-hand side. So 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Ward alone in the backfield, man in motion. Ward steps back looking to throw. There's a screen as he tries the right-hand side. He has room down to the 10, pushed out of bounds by Aldridge. As the screen works to perfection, as Ward stepped back, sucked the defensive line in, then threw it. As Aldridge on the tackle, trying to see who the reception was by. But first down. It was a gain of 24. So 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line for Anchor Bay. We're under 3 minutes to go. But plenty of time to score from here for Anchor Bay. Ward takes it, hands it off to Smeltkop. Smeltkop goes up the middle. And on top of him, quickly, was Kinsheriff as well as Waller on the tackle. As they're going to mark that one at the 10-yard line. So 2nd and 8. 2:27 left to go and counting in the fourth quarter. Anchor Bay in the red zone at the Pioneer 8-yard line. Ward in the backfield. Ward running to his right-hand side. Ward throws out there and caught and tackle just shy of the end zone. It was an excellent. It was Smeltkop on the catch as Ward ran to his right-hand side. That drew the defense in. Smeltkop slipped out of the backfield, caught the pass, and taken down right at the 1-yard line. So it's going to be, I'm trying to see what the clock says, 3rd and 11. It's 3rd and 1 at the 2-yard line. So they could get a first down. Here's the handoff. Trying to go up the middle is Ward. And Pioneer takes him down. We'll see where they give him forward progress to. It looks like it may be a first down because it was 3rd and 1. That is a first down. So they get inside the 1-yard line. So Anchor Bay will have 4 cracks at it from inside the 1-yard line. Pioneer up by 6. But Anchor Bay on the Pioneer 1-yard line as we are counting down to 1 minute, 10 seconds left. Well, it was a last-second field goal that won it last year for Anchor Bay. Anchor Bay trying to score here, tie it up, and then we'll see what happens after that. As the snap goes over Ward's head and quickly taken down by Aldridge all the way back to the 9-yard line. As the snap was high, Ward did an excellent job just to get on top of it. So that as bad as that was, it could have gone much worse. Ward was very, very wise to quickly get on top of that, keep the ball for Anchor Bay. 53 seconds left to go. Anchor Bay with the timeout. And both teams gathered around their coaching staff. So let's set it. Let's set the scene here. 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pioneer is up 6-0. The ball is on the 9-yard line. Second and goal from the 9-yard line. Pioneer up. Anchor Bay has to score a touchdown here. And if they do, then an extra point would win it. Pioneer defense looking to come up huge here. They've had a couple quick change situations on turnovers where the Pioneer defense has come up big, but they're asked to do it one more time here. 2nd and 9 from the 9. Ward in shotgun formation. One receiver out to the right, two to the left-hand side. One back in the backfield. Ward running over to the right-hand side. Ward taken down right at the 10-yard line. Peterson Sand was over there. He ran out of bounds, so that conserves the clock. They don't have to call another timeout. So 47 seconds left, but it is 3rd and 9. Aldridge on the tackle, knocking him out of bounds. 2 more shots added from the 10-yard line. Well, Pioneer's first road game last year went into overtime at St. John's. Pioneer looking for a huge defensive stand here to avoid that. Ward in the backfield, one receiver split out wide to the right, two to the left. Man in motion, going from the right to the left. Ward rolls to his left-hand side. Ward throws it into the end zone. Touchdown! Ward sucked the defense in, looking to run through it, and a touchdown. See if I can hear who caught it. 35 for Anchor Bay on the touchdown. That would be Carey, Liam Carey, on the touchdown, and it is now tied 6 apiece, 41 seconds left. And they're lined up for the extra point. So a huge, huge extra point here. Pioneer has blocked 2 field goals, but this is an extra point up, and it's good. Anchor Bay with another kick to take the lead in the waning moments. It was a field goal last year, and it's an extra point this year, but there is still 41 seconds left to go. So let's see if Pioneer can pull some last-second heroics out of the bag. Well, that whole drive was set up by a blocked punt that gave them field position right around the 30-yard line, and they methodically moved it down, took a lot of clock, and on a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, scored. And with the extra point, it is Anchor Bay 7 and Pioneer 6. Unlike last year, though, Pioneer has a little bit of time after the kick to try and make something happen. Not a lot. 41 seconds left. And you wonder what they'll do with the kick, if they'll kick it to one of the up men or they'll kick it deep here. Pioneer, number of people, Fisher, Rogers, the up men. Here comes the kick. Spinning kick. That bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Pioneer will have it. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, down by a score. So the bad snap on the field goal all the way back in the first half looms large now, as there's 41 seconds left for Pioneer in this game. Anchor Bay with a 7-6 lead. East Hope in shotgun formation. Rogers back in the backfield. One receiver, Geffen Pearson Sand, split out wide to the left. 2 receivers split out wide to the right. Peterson Sand has had some speed out there. East Hope has tried to find him on a couple long throws. East Hope grabs it, looks to his right, throws out to his right. Quick throw, grabbed by Fisher as he's out to the 40-yard line. as Pioneer quickly comes up to the line. 35 seconds left to go. Clock stops on the first down as they mark it ready to play. Now it's counting down to the 32. East Hope shotgun formation. One receiver to the left, two to the right. East Hope calls for the ball. East Hope looking to the left. Throws out to the left. There's Peterson's in with it. Out to the 30. Down to the 23-yard line. They'll mark it at the 21-yard line. Peterson Sand with his second large catch. That's 18 seconds left to go for Pioneer, but they have it 1st and 10. That's going to be from the 21-yard line. As the officials talking it over, 29-yard game by Pioneer. Timeout called as both teams are talking it over. So 18 seconds left to go. Pioneer has it at the 21-yard line. They can take a couple shots before they have to try and kick a field goal. You'd like to try and at least get it closer. Well, you'd love to put it in the end zone. All that matters is you get a point on the board. So any score by Pioneer will, since it's not Canadian football and you can't get a rouge, any score by Pioneer will win it for them. Pioneer 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Two excellent passes. One caught by Fisher, one caught by Peterson Sand. One to the right, one to the left. East Hope in the backfield, shotgun formation. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Peterson Sand is to the right-hand side. East Hope takes the snap, looks to his right, throws out to the right. Peterson Sand, and contact taken down. That'll be pass interference, as Pearson Sand got tied up with belts. And Pearson Sand went down while the pass was in the air. And whether you call that illegal contact or pass interference, that's going to give them a first down and move it. We'll see exactly where they put it as they're going to count that off. Pass interference is the call, as that comes down to the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. 12 seconds left for Pioneer, though. So a limited number of tries here for Pioneer. One receiver split out wide to the left. One receiver split out wide to the right. East Hope is in shotgun formation. Rogers to his right. Two receivers, split out wide to the left. East Hope looks up the field, waiting for the snap. Now settles in. Calls for a snap. East Hope looking to his right, throwing to his right. Quick and over through the hands of Peterson Sand, as Peterson Sand did a quick slant route. And it was a quick throw. It would have been right at the line of scrimmage if Pearson Sand could have pulled that one in. 9 seconds left. 2nd and 10. So pretty much everything you throw has to be to the end zone here, so you save the clock. Shotgun formation. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. East Hope with the snap. Looks to his left. Now rolls to the right. East Hope looking for a throw. East Hope calls out. Runs out. East Hope with the touchdown. Nope, they're going to say out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Touchdown Pioneer. It is a touchdown Pioneer. Sorry, the officials stepped right at the 2-yard line, but East Hope dives for the touchdown, and Pioneer wins it on an East Hope keeper as he ran to the right-hand side looking, and the receivers pulled the secondary back. East Hope able to get that edge and dive into the end zone. Anchor Bay still out there. The officials talking things over. On the scoreboard, it is Anchor Bay 7, Pioneer 12, with zeros up on the scoreboard. So you have to, here's for the extra point, but you might as well kneel it down. You don't need the extra point, and you don't want to have anything. I think it would only be a safety if it was run back, but still, you don't want to have anything happen here. So last year, it was a last-second field goal that gave it to Anchor Bay. This year, it was a quarterback keeper to the right-hand side. These two teams both battled all game long. Nobody has anything to be sorry about. They're gonna kick it. as that's Friedenberg out to kick. Bernis on the hold. Friedenberg kicks it up, and it's good. So Tierney Friedenberg with the kick, and Pioneer with a 13-7 win. Wow. Well, it has been fireworks with both of these teams the last year and this year. Pioneer getting the win on a East Hope quarterback keeper.